Wreck My Podcast. Wreck My Podcast.
We're here to talk about some things. So we're here. We're going to do a little bit of intro. This week, our topic is a little bit different for Wreck My Podcast. Normally, we do some nostalgia things. Chelsea just got out of the bathroom. She peed. And normally, we... she
made a mess.
We do a topic from the 90s or, like, what's going on now. Like, next week, we're going to do Captain Marvel, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
honestly,
buddy.
still,
Can't wait to watch this movie.
What is still going on right now is an amazing rendition of a certain classic play.
This is true. Yeah. And so for those of you brave enough to click on this without knowing what the heck you're clicking on, Cam, as some of our listeners may know, is a high school teacher.
I am.
And he is the director putting on a play at his high school. And that play is The Odd Couple.
Yeah, The Odd Couple by Neil Simon, the late, great Neil Simon.
That's the guy.
Great.
Late? He's late? He was late all the time, and he was great.
Thank you for the reiteration.
He's still alive. He's just late everywhere.
To this.
He's also dead.
He's also dead.
This year,
he's really late to a lot of things
which is why
now.
he's so not punctual.
Yeah, he's very late to these appointments now. But yeah, they're doing a rendition of The Odd Couple. Is it a rendition or just The Odd Couple?
I don't care. You can call it whatever the hell you want.
Okay,
it's
a rendition.
It's the Book of Mormon is what they're doing.
I will say, like, I picked this play because it was my ex's favorite play. When we were still together and we were playing.
And you're a
this kind of
masochist.
Stuff.
Uh-huh.
No. It's her favorite show. And when I was trying to put a play together, she was like, "You should do The Odd Couple. It'd be amazing for your school." And I was like, "Hell yeah, that's awesome." And then I read it and I was like, "Those would be amazing."
Yeah.
And then we broke up, and then I was like, "You know what? I'm still going to do The Odd Couple."
Well, it's a great show for high school because it is a lot of just talking. So if they forget their lines, you just banter. You just improv. It's very easy to do.
It's really good.
Apparently, that's what we... As Joe has just proven, improving is very easy for all of us here.
Moves away from me.
I will say that, like, going in,
helping you out, Joe.
going into what we're going to be, we're recording this promo like a little bit before,
a day or two before we interview
tomorrow.
The
We're
kids.
going to interview them
we're
tomorrow.
going to interview them.
But nonetheless, like, I'm so incredibly proud of these boys.
They've done great because I've been there. I was there for the 2 dress rehearsals, and I've been there for the 2 shows they've done so far.
Right.
They're doing a great job.
And
I've been laughing a bunch.
I would like to give a little shout out to Cam's students because so the play opened on a Thursday night, and Wednesday night Cam came and hung out with us after.
Hung out with you?
Hung out.
Yeah. Cheesehead night.
Yeah, cheesehead night. Anyway.
Cheesehead night.
So Anyway, so Cam told us, like, I'm still really excited about this, but like some of my students aren't quite on. They haven't
They're not off book yet.
They're not off book yet, and so so he's like, and some of our plans fell through. So like, okay, we would love to come see it on opening night. We're planning to see it Sunday, just the one, and then Joe and I were like, okay, you know what? We actually have free Thursday night, so we will come support you on opening night and see it. And I got to tell you, from what we heard on Wednesday night to Thursday night, it was those guys. They put in a lot of effort. To me, it seemed like out of a 10, it was like an 8 as far as them knowing their stuff and putting on the performance and like the continuity of everything. It was really, really smooth and fluid, and I was really, really impressed. Like those guys really, they took their shit seriously and they put it down. Like,
thanks for dropping a cuss word I have to cut out of this one.
Yeah, I thought about that. Like as soon as I said, I'm like, oh no, wrong one.
Yeah, but I will say, like, my boys, we have been working since October on this.
Yeah.
And
I can tell they were a lot more comfortable last night because before the show they were just going crazy.
Oh yeah,
they were just like they couldn't care less. Like the opening night, I could tell there was a little bit of tension. They were a little bit nervous.
But
last night they were like
you
carefree.
Gotta give them credit because on opening night, like you could easily see how nervous they were. But, but after about like 5 minutes, they really started to loosen up and like come into their own. It was
and
awesome.
The place was packed.
Yeah, it was both
nights.
And I will say the thing that I'm like insanely, I still can't wrap my head around it. In the history of my school, we have never had a sold out show.
It's insane. Yeah,
it's
great.
And we have sold out 2 nights in a row.
It's great.
And we have standing room only. We have people that are standing on the side to watch this damn show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because my boys are promoting hard or the school's promoting hard or if like I've made a name for myself on campus and like students want to come support me.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But nonetheless, like my boys are getting a packed house to look out into. Last year when we did our show, our biggest crowd was 14 people.
Yeah. And what show did you do last year?
We did Lost in Yonkers, another Neil Simon play. But
Well,
it
all
was
those people who
I will
freaking didn't show up
say-
must have been out of the Yonkers.
we're out of Yonkers. They discovered where they were. They got out of Yonkers. But yeah, no, but I mean, like, we have had 2 packed houses in a
Yeah,
row.
it's great.
And I'm expecting packed houses every night until
great.
our
So
closing
incredible.
show
Yeah.
on Monday.
I'm super excited to have them on to interview them because they're like really funny kids.
Oh,
they're
they're
really
so
great.
funny.
And they listen. Some of them listen, so it'll be fun for them to get to be on the podcast.
Yeah, shout out Daniel Myers.
Yeah.
This kid listens every week. He's
That
a
is awesome.
subscriber. Yeah.
Daniel,
Way to
you're
go,
awesome,
Daniel.
What
Yeah,
do you-
or
Way to
Uh,
go,
Daniel-
Daniel Myers.
No,
Yeah.
should we call him Sicily?
Yeah, we can call him Cecily
Yeah,
Pigeon.
Cecily Pigeon.
The big boy with the broad shoulders with the red beehive.
Who's in the
wig.
dress? The one in the dress.
dress,
okay.
yeah.
The wrestler, right?
Yeah, the wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Daniel-
Sicily Pigeon, like the cuckoo pigeon?
Yeah,
Not
like the cuckoo, not like Walter Pigeon.
Not like Walter
cuckoo
Pigeon. Like cuckoo
But, you know,
pigeon.
I do have to take a little side note and say, shout out to Jordan Zeidlinger, who is
Who's
doing
that?
the sound.
Not very well.
Hey, he is doing the sound for the show, and it came off really, really well.
Yeah.
he had to deal with some.
There were some
real-
tech issues the
some
first night,
real-time
for sure.
Technical issues, and
I like how
he
Cam is just
handled
blowing
it-
his smoke into his shirt.
and he handled it like a champ. Cotton is the new filter.
Yeah, did you know?
Yeah, me smoking is not indicative of how the show is going. I promise.
Yeah.
And Cam isn't really smoking. That's just a joke we say.
Yeah, that's a joke. Haha.
Yeah, Cam doesn't smoke.
I don't use nicotine.
Except unless you're in the mask and he's smoking.
Smoking. But yeah, that was me pretending to be Jim Carrey. I did
I
that
thought
job.
he
Cam,
was
I have
here.
to say, I was very impressed by your boys.
Thank you.
Oh my god, that's a new line. Please, that's a new line.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. That's a sound
That's what he sends to every Tinder date that he has.
I gotta
impressed
say,
with your
I'm really impressed by your
impressed with
boys.
your boys. So I think that's a good segue into the interview, right?
Yeah. So
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the boys.
The boys.
yeah, we're gonna
boys!
we're gonna be interviewing 8 of my students
Yes.
that have spent
If they
so
can all
much.
stick around, I'm not
Th-
sure.
they're
but
all gonna
They're
be
all
there.
gonna stick around. Cool.
Yeah. They're all amazing. None of my school doesn't have a drama class, which is insane, right? Like
Yeah.
every high school for the most part has
We
a
have
drama
another
class.
teacher here.
Right, do have another high school teacher here. Yeah. But every other school for the most part has a drama class. Ours is like a drama club.
Yeah.
Because we're primarily a sports school, but we're trying to change the game.
Yeah, and because you take a
And-
blood pack when you go into it. It's a club.
Yeah, we all just give aids to each
Yeah,
other.
exactly.
But I would say that like these
that's how it
boys are
works.
taking their time after school to come study and work
Yeah.
hard, and 8 of them have come to fruition. So I want to give a shout out to every single one of them
Yeah, do it.
individually right now. So I have my 2 leads. We have Austin Janda playing Oscar.
Austin.
We have Sebastian Malik playing Felix.
Bastion.
And
Yeah.
honestly, these 2 guys have done an incredible job.
Oh, they're amazing.
They really have done a great job. Please see The Odd Couple with this play.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, it's so good. And then we have Matthew Reeves playing
Matthew Reeves.
Murray the cop.
Yeah, it's Keanu's son, right?
Yes. And then we have Luke Hoffman playing Speed.
Yes.
Luke is amazing.
Yes, he does a great job because his is the mic that always ends up
Fades in and
fading
out.
in
But
and
then
out. He does a great job with using his
was
projecting.
He, the one, he was
Yeah.
the one in the black shirt. correct?
Yes.
Yes.
He was very
He
good
does
at
good.
projecting.
Yeah.
He
He's so
projected
good.
And he-
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good because he
That
knows
guy
it too.
has
He can
done really well.
he can hear it and he's conscious of what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
And then we have Stephen Kane, the sweetheart of Crespi Carmelite High School.
Oh, Mr. Kane.
Playing Roy, who
Roy.
is amazing. And then we have the 2 boys playing the ladies,
Yes.
Cecily and Gwendolyn Pigeon.
Yes.
We
So
have
good.
Caden Meza and Daniel Myers,
Yeah.
who
Caden.
are
Caden
like,
has the most Cockney accent
Oh
I've
my
ever
God,
heard. It's
Cam,
great.
I cannot
it's so
give
funny.
you enough credit for that. Was besides the door
contouring?
swinging open multiple times, the Cockney accent was the highlight of the play.
Thank you.
Oh, I got it. We didn't even say last night. Oh, you continue. I'll
Yeah,
go.
and then we have Sean Kelly
Yes.
playing Vinny. And
Vinny?
Yeah, Sean.
Sean plays like the best, dopiest character
Mm-hmm.
ever, and he's so good at playing that character.
Yeah.
And Sean is so sweet and so kind. Like, he's one of the best kids I've ever met in my whole life.
Why is he going to the park with his girl?
Because he can't drive.
Because he can't drive. Hey! No, I will say, so last night actually scared me because Daniel, at the very end of the play, when the girls bring Felix back into the house, Daniel, pretty much kicked the door and went, whoa, and, flew open. And I legitimately, jumped because I knew it was coming, and it made me jump. I thought that was probably
But Daniel's
so
our
funny.
star wrestler.
Yeah.
He's huge. He's, as tall as me.
It's the only way he can enter a room.
Yeah.
I love how it's a freaking beehive wig. It's
I know.
hilarious.
So funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
So I'm really excited to be talking to them tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Which is going to be
good to have
amazing.
them on. Yeah.
And so I'm really stoked to hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, we've been putting in so much time. And then we're going to ask them.
It really shows. It really does show.
Thank you. And I built the whole set in a day.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's just a nice looking set.
Yeah, thank you. And then we did all the lighting and everything, and it looks so freaking
Yeah, the lighting
good.
made it look awesome.
It was really cool.
It's really good. So with that, let's hear it for the boys.
Yeah, let's hear it for the boys.
Sundays are for the boys.
So we're here with the boys of Crespi High School, Crespi Carmelite, the Crespians, if you will. And we're here after, what was this, the fourth show?
This is the fourth show.
The fourth out of 5. So you guys are close to being done.
Sadly.
And sadly, okay, nice.
That's how numbers work.
That's how numbers work. And then if you give me 2 more, that'd be 6.
Yeah. And if you give us 3 more, it'd be 4.
I don't know.
That doesn't math. So why don't we go around the table?
Yes.
We'll introduce everybody, and you can say what character you play. All right, we'll start to the left of me.
I'm Austin, and I played Oscar.
Nice.
I'm Matthew, I played Murray.
I'm Daniel, I played Gwendolyn. Just kidding.
Cecily, wait a second.
I'm Vinny, I play Vinny. No, my name's Sean.
I'm Steven, and I play Roy.
All right, I'm Kaden, and I play Gwendolyn, I think.
I'm Luke, and I play Speed.
I'm Sebastian, I played Felix.
Awesome.
There you go. That's all of them.
Those are your names. And I'm Cam, I directed it.
Cameron Stony Peak Molidor over here. That's it. So yeah, I think we're gonna just ask you guys a few questions. But the first thing I want to mention here is you guys threw a little bit of an Easter egg in tonight's episode. Which was
a Wreck My Podcast.
A Wreck My Podcast Easter egg, which was absolutely amazing. So again, for those of you who are just tuning in this first time, listen to our little intro before this. I'm here with Cam, Krager, and Joe of the podcast as well. I'm not going to give them fun titles this time because they're not worth it. Krager, as you know, on Monday won the title, and he is now the reigning, undisputed Universal Champion of Wreck My Podcast.
Yes.
Much to Cam's
Chagrin.
Chagrin. Yeah, that's a better word than displeasure. So to his chagrin. So during tonight, you guys made it a point that while you're bantering around the poker table, you said, "Hey, did you guys hear Krager won the title last night?" No one in the crowd except for 4 of us got that.
So can we dive into that joke that blatantly disrespected your teacher?
Okay. And can we also dive into how they'll all be getting Fs at the end of the year?
I don't have his class.
Okay. We'll talk to other teachers.
Yeah, I know, right?
We'll be on your fine.
Who won? Should I explain it? Yeah. Okay. So the night before, I think Steven told me that we should make a joke about how Krager won the title, but because I kept interrupting you in your champion speech, he told me not to say it. And then I saw the title, and I'm like, oh, Krager's here. I'm gonna do it now.
Yes. So did everyone know, or did you just decide to do it on your own?
Everyone knew.
Okay, so you guys all were in on it.
No, not everyone. I had no idea.
Everyone at the table. Yeah, okay. So it wasn't like, because it would have been funny if it broke character.
No, yeah, I actually totally broke character.
Yeah, well, you did saying it.
It was
but
worth it. It was worth
no
it.
one really.
It sounded like we were doing it was like a boxing match or something like that, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It fit really well.
It did fit really well because it did sound like that. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. The belt around Krager's fat ass.
average size person.
That is true. I'm just a tiny average size person.
Yes.
So you guys, I want to ask you a few questions here about doing this play. First off, what were your favorite lines or scenes to do? And we can start here. Yes.
Well, I'm not even in the scene, but my favorite line of the entire play is, "Like the cat!"
It's progressively gotten louder.
Yeah.
Every night, too.
Yeah.
Wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, wait for tomorrow.
And the super loud, like the cat line, started when we were doing our table reads and rehearsals in my classroom. And it would get to Daniel, and at first he was like the cat. And then the next one he was just like the cat! And I was like, do it.
That's it. That's it right there. All right, how about you, Austin?
I'd have to say maybe it's 12 floors and 11.
12 floors and 11. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, when you're telling him to commit
To just kill yourself.
respectfully, of course.
All right. How about you, Matt?
I honestly just really like getting a pickle taken out of my hand and thrown across the room.
That's good. That's a good
I
one.
just like that moment.
Yeah, that's a good moment.
I can't eat it.
Chucking the linguine.
Just chucking the linguine. How about you, Daniel?
I like kicking the door down.
Kicking the door. What did you say? Is this door coming off the hinges tomorrow night? Final night?
And he said no because
No.
no. Break the set.
He told me before he went on, he said, "What if I slap the wall at the same time I kick the door tonight?" And I'm like, no.
And then everything falls over. I said you should.
I told Seabass to stand
he was
on
telling
the
me
pillar
because
wall I was
he
kicking
holds
it.
me in, so he told me to stand on the beam behind the door and touch the wall so it doesn't fall.
Yeah. Well, I thought that you should Kool-Aid Man it right in through the wall. No, he's saying
That's
no.
on Monday.
Gwendolyn, Felix wants to leave.
Oh no!
I absolutely love that one of you guys actually acknowledged that the door does not stay closed.
I went to go to the door. We have like
Someone fix this door.
we have like a cord holding
never-
onto the door
yeah.
because it doesn't close.
That's because there's a block of wood. There's no other door on the
Whenever you
other
open
side.
the door, because there's like a wire on it, it just goes like.
So every time we try and close the door and it won't work. So we try and wedge it with the wood block, and that doesn't work. So we do the cord.
Hey, this is show business. Hey, no business like show business.
Now it doesn't even open.
Yeah. Well, we got one more night. Yeah,
One more night. It's the last one.
What you got?
I don't know. I'm not in the scene either, but my favorite is I love when like the cat. Like
Yes.
the cat is pretty great.
Like the cat.
That might be my favorite. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite.
Well, you love them all equally as your
maybe
children.
that's it.
As your blind children. How about you, Kate?
I'm not in this scene, but I really like it when they're all talking about suicide, and I know it's like bad, but like,
Don't worry,
makes me laugh.
Don't worry, I'm
like it
bleeping
when
this
they're all
whole segment out that you're talking about.
Alright, cool.
I like it when they're all talking about
And for those of you that aren't watching this, Caden has eyeliner on, black nail polish, and
Don't forget my bull ring.
It takes like serious guts to do that at like an all-boys school, so I'm proud of him. And
No, they.
I know. Thanks, man. Thank you.
I think this guy has more than guts because he just blatantly wanted to walk around the neighborhood.
I did see that on the news.
My favorite.
Call the news?
That shows you're into the character, you know? Just like you're really in depth. So, you know.
The Jared Leto of the cast over here. He was also sending out used condoms.
I think it was actually used thongs.
Yes, for Daniel, it was a little bit different. So, Caden, you were saying you like suicide?
I mean,
Suicide is cool.
so the line is everyone's talking about suicide, and then I think it's Matthew who goes, maybe I should just kill myself, and everybody goes, Murray!
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that one.
I mean, originally it was just supposed to be Austin's line as well.
Yeah.
We just decided that we should all scream it out.
Because in the original, in the movie version, I had seen like everyone says it. They say it a little bit differently, but everyone says it. And I just thought that like made a much bigger like emphasis on it.
Well, you guys did a lot more research on this than I did because you watched the movie version.
Yeah,
I did not.
I did.
Yeah. Come on, Cam. Like you haven't seen it already.
Cam's just
It is my show.
waiting
I don't want any other directorial
Yeah,
influence.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Said all good movies get made into books.
That's it.
That's why I don't read them.
So, Luke, what do you think?
I like it when Austin runs over to the window to stop Felix from jumping, and he's like, "Oh, isn't it a little bit chilly in here?" And then he closes the window, and Steven's been complaining about how hot it is.
Yes.
And he's like, oh yeah, that's so much better now.
That's a nice subtle joke there.
Yeah, it's a great joke.
And then Sebastian.
I think my favorite scene, or favorite line rather, is when like after I exit in Act 2, like in the beginning, Austin goes, "Murray, I'll give you $200 for your gun."
That's good.
I love that line.
Hey Cam, do you have any other questions? Because we had a really long day, and that's the only question I wrote.
Yeah, I would say to you guys, what was the most challenging part about putting on this show for you individually, and what was the most how did you feel like you grew during these first 4 shows?
Thank you, Cameron.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
This, dude. Grew as a person. Well, maybe just because for the most part, a lot of it was just vibing with each other and saying what we felt needed to be said. So that was cool, growing a family.
Nice.
Sick.
Nice. I just like that because Austin totally just bought into my rhetoric. I feel like that was
just go with it.
Actually, Cameron's slipping him a 20 right now.
It's really weird when you guys call me Cam.
What would you rather me call you Wayne? Look at you started.
So is that why you always wanted Wayne Cyborg to be your WWE alter ego?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. I get it now.
Wayne is my middle name.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
I mean, it's either that or Mildew.
Or Milford.
Yeah.
Milford.
I like it.
I have a lot of names here. What about you, Matt?
So me personally, I'm kind of like a perfectionist, so it was really hard for me to kind of go from doing like being told not to worry about having your line being perfect, and then listening to everyone else kind of just do the gist of their line, and me in my head, I'm like, oh, God damn it, come on, just say it right, come on. And I don't know, that was really hard for me, but towards the end now, it's easier, and I'm just kind of more laid back, but I'm still kind of dying inside.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, well, we're playing
So what you're saying is your panties are only in one bunch now?
Yeah. They used to be in bunches.
Yeah, it used to be like just a wad of nastiness.
What's so funny is that
that
he's like panicking, but his character is panicking. All of our characters are like our personality. Like,
yeah, that's actually true.
That's a good question, actually.
Nailed, like.
I wonder if Wayne did that on purpose.
Yeah, how did you guys get your character? Did you choose which character you wanted, or did Cam say, no, this is who you're going to be?
Cam did.
So you picked out the characters knowing that like these characters would fit in with personality.
Yeah, it's called directing and casting.
Come on, J-Dog.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to the other question. I got nothing funny.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah. Yep.
Dan, what about you?
What's the question?
What was the most challenging part, and how do you feel like you grew?
Oh God, getting comfortable with boobs.
Oh yeah.
Especially since they were horrible. First time and second.
Well, now we understand how you really grew.
Yeah.
You can find Daniel at Hamburger Mary's on Thursday nights.
How do you feel like you grew?
I just kind of learned to embrace it more.
Yeah.
He learned to embrace his body, his prepubescent teenage girl body.
My favorite was Daniel, like during our dress rehearsal, was like trying to be funny and like whatever. He was like, "Oh, could you like contour boobs onto my chest?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so I did. And the first night they were like lopsided and terrible. Like it was the first time I ever contoured boobs before.
Yeah,
and then
right. I'm not buying it.
And then the next night, the next 2 nights we put them on, and then yesterday we get into the dressing room where I'm doing Kaden and Daniel's makeup, and Daniel's looking at me and goes, "Could I not have the boobs, man? Like, my mom's here."
Once he's tired of telling people my eyes are up here.
I kept making that joke throughout like the entire like show. I would be like, "Hey guys, my eyes are up here."
Yeah. Tired of getting catcalled.
Yeah. Joe knows what that's about. All right.
Sean.
Well, I feel like the hardest part was for me memorizing the lines, just because like school's like hard and stuff.
Yeah. I have a fact for you too. Life is hard, so it doesn't get easier.
Get over it.
And like even like for the dress rehearsals before, like barely any of us like knew our lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We hadn't even gone over Act 3 yet.
No, we hadn't until the day of.
Really?
Yeah, the
first performance, like, what was it? 6 hours before or something like that?
Yeah, we got out at 105.
We came in at 105, and we just like did Act 3, and it was like, all right, we're doing this now.
But like the day before at the dress rehearsal, like we were all just like completely just like yelling at each other and stuff because we were just like so mad that we couldn't remember our lines. So Wayne over here just says,
Wayne,
everyone get out of here and just walk around the track. It's like it's like 60 degrees out and they're like in dresses just walking around the track.
And we just full 90 it down the track. Just full 90 around the whole track.
You haven't lived till you've done that.
Yeah, I know. I bet you that's liberating.
Yeah, but that's where I feel like I grew just because I didn't really know a lot of the sophomores like Daniel, Austin, or Caden before that, but like I feel like through this play I met I know you. But like I feel like I've made a lot of new friends and like yeah, they're dope.
They're chill, dude.
Are we only applauding the answers that you liked, Cam?
All right, Daniel.
The ones that get extra credit.
Okay.
All right, so I'd say like the most difficult thing, like Sean said, was the lines. But like I feel like what I learned was like even when someone like it's a couple times like someone would miss a line or something, and we just kind of learned to play with it and kind of like improv it just a little bit and then get back on course and keep getting and just that kind of like adapting. I think that's what I like learned how to do.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like the improv will help you in a lot of things. Like even in social situations, like you're mostly just improving. That's what it is.
That's what a conversation is.
Yeah, exactly. Except people aren't saying and then.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes, and.
Yes, and then. That's the Jordan version of improv. Except my version of improv is like, yep.
Yep, nope.
Bye.
All right, Caden, what do you think?
So the hardest part, I don't know. Like I'm pretty good with memorizing lines. I'm pretty good.
You act
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. So I'm pretty good with like blocking and like reacting to other people, and I'm pretty good with like being comfortable in like the certain costumes and stuff. But the one thing I've been dreading, right? Like every single time I'm here, is when you put that bald cap on me or that scalp, because you do it so rough.
You clearly never had a mom cut your own hair.
No.
Okay,
I'm
gonna say I do it so gently. It's just that Caden is a sensitive flower.
What do you expect? It's Mesa.
I got a sensitive scalp.
Caden's hair feels like a wet dog, by the way. If you put your hands through Caden's hair, you're gonna bring them out and they're gonna be greasy and like it's not good.
It looks luscious though. It's like
it looks
deceiving.
good.
It does
not
look
feel
good.
good.
Yeah,
it's deceiving.
It is greasy. I just did it. It's not that fun.
Yeah.
We have people off camera here. Okay, that was a good answer.
Yeah, and I mean the way that I think I growed.
Grew?
Wait, I can't English right now.
Sorry, we got a
I can't English right now. I've honestly developed such a better appreciation for the routine of women. Like, like
I like that. That's good. National Women's Day.
Yeah.
Except it's kind of like actually not a feminist thing. We said, man, it's hard for themselves to make them look pretty.
I mean, Caden would, whenever we would be like backstage and the show was going on, he would walk up to me and I'd be like, oh dude, you got this, don't worry. And he'd be like, dude, I'm so cold. I don't know how women do this.
I was freezing.
Yeah.
So was it yesterday or the day before National Women's Day was?
It was on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Friday, when I was saying my lines, because at one scene when Frances is on the phone and we're telling her like don't worry, I say like some feminist things like
you say some sexist.
Sorry. Anti-feminist. Sorry.
Yeah.
So they say like, so Roy's line is tell her don't worry, and I go, yeah, you know how women are on National Women's Day.
Yeah.
Not a single laugh.
No, silent.
Everyone out there had their I Love Women shirt on.
The pregnant fat joke probably wasn't too popular.
Oh,
We skipped it that night. We skipped it, or was it the night before?
I think it was the night before.
You know what? It was the times, right?
It was perfect timing. I don't know what we're talking about.
Because you know that like a whole bunch of just like straight white dudes are still really, really good now. We figured it out.
Did Harvey Weinstein just get his wings?
Yeah, he did.
No.
We figured it out.
We figured it out.
God.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that I really liked is that it's like really not that much different than how guys talk to each other still. Yeah, I like that they were like, it's like, I appreciate this now. I'm like, this was anti-feminist, and I'm like, okay, it's 2019. I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
We're progressing. We did it.
Yeah. All right, Luke, what do you think?
I guess like the hardest part would be, I was a senior first semester last semester obviously, so that means it's like super stressful because of college applications and stuff like that. And then I had to also memorize lines, and so that was hard. I mean, I think the way I grew is I guess I kind of got out of my own head and memorizing lines, because the past years that I did the Crespi drama play, the director was super just like, we have to follow the book exactly or the play's going to be awful. And now you're just like, it. If
There's our bark.
No, that is his attitude. He's like, whatever, I don't care if you guys mess up your lines, just keep going with it.
Yeah. No, and that's a great way, because you don't want it to be so stressful and so just all-encompassing and overwhelming that you guys aren't having fun with it, because that's not good. I mean, that's not what this is about, you know?
Yeah, what's my message that I preach to you guys every show?
Just have fun.
Mess up and you think?
Oh, I thought it was
Who wants to give me 20?
I thought it was I'm the champ. I thought
Shade has been thrown.
You have been deceiving us.
He may not have the belt, but he's the champ in our hearts.
Not in my heart. It's always going to just be Prager for the rest of my life.
I'm firing Matt now. I'm going to be playing Murray. What about you, Seabass? Let's tie this up with one of our leads. Well, we have it bookended. We have our leads on each end right here.
Oh, wow. We didn't even land that.
We made a sandwich.
It's just because our podcast is each naturally awesome, so it worked out.
I think the hardest part for me, it's kind of like what Matt said. It's kind of like, hello. It's kind of trying to memorize your lines and trying to get them down while doing what Caden said, which is like getting school done. Because school is hard here, because we have a lot of work.
Is it actually? I don't think it is.
Yeah. You're a senior. It depends on how you look at it. I mean, here's the thing. I want to go to like big schools like Stanford and stuff. So I'm trying to like do everything at once. Like I'm trying to do a lot of clubs, trying to get straight A's, all that stuff. So it was kind of hard on me because I was like, all right, got to finish this homework. Oh wait, I got to memorize lines. The play's tomorrow.
That's not play's tomorrow. That's your fault.
Whoa. I'm not blaming anyone.
We
man.
can't really chill that.
You're blaming.
But then,
that was every single one of us the day before the show.
Yeah, but he had twice as many lines.
The show.
Not me. I was doing the show.
During the show.
The day of the show.
I would say that is kind of a symptom of the program, right? Like we are just a club, essentially. It's all extracurricular. We don't have a drama class, and so the level of effort and dedication that you guys put in on your own time is amazing to me, and so I'm super grateful that you guys did that for the show and for you guys and for me. You know, I think it's amazing. You guys aren't getting paid. You're not getting any other kind of benefit other than.
Wait. Sorry, this is news to me.
That's chaos correct.
I'm getting dressed up.
No, I think you guys did this, and how much I've seen you guys grow during this, and how you've built this community and family to where you're hanging out and talking and joking around. I think it's phenomenal. So I think it's great, but eventually we'll get a drama class and we can just study our lines in.
At the family reunion, I think Sean's going to be that weird cousin that no one wants to be around. I already am.
Don't say that about Sean, bro. Sean's sitting alone at my last family reunion.
I am the family reunion.
I do have to say, so Joe and myself, we came to the Thursday showing, and just to see the difference between the Thursday showing and today was huge. Like, it was much more relaxed, like much more like smooth, fluid, and it seemed like you guys were just like calm and having fun, and not really worried.
I was going to say, was it better or worse?
No, surprisingly, because pull back the curtain, Cam came to us Wednesday night like, I need a drink. And like, he made it sound like, it was a little bit of rough, like the opening night's going to be, a little rough, getting used to things, memorizing every line perfectly. And to us, we didn't know anything about the actual play or how it was supposed to go. So Thursday night to us seemed really, really good. Like, I
actually enjoyed a lot of it.
It was really good. And then today it was cool because we got to see it a little bit more polished. There's a couple scenes that got filled in that they should have been. And it was just really great. You guys did an amazing job.
You guys really did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, so what you're saying is we caused Cam to become an alcoholic?
No.
So I have a question for the Wreck My Podcast guys here. Out of all the characters in this play, who do you compare yourself or felt most?
Are you just saying this so we can all say that you're Felix?
I mean, everyone knows. Like, come on. Welcome to we're Felix. We're Felix.
An actual event that transpired in years past was we were all going out and everyone's like, all right, actually, no, I can't come out. I just put laundry in the wash.
Yeah, you can't let it sit in the wash for more than an hour or two, otherwise it gets all gross. And my wife always jokes about this time too where I spilled water on a rug, and underneath that rug was pretty much cement, essentially, or like some type of tile. And when I spilled a little bit of water, I literally dug under the rug to wipe it up because I was scared of mold happening. She goes, "You realize that's just tile. Like, it's not happening." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you know what? I can't handle it."
I feel like I am a little bit more of an Oscar.
I can see that.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's not so much like...
I've seen your car.
Yeah.
I've seen his trunk.
I like to blame it on just being an artist and being disorganized, and like that's just kind of how I am.
That's a thing. That's a stereotype.
Yeah, it is a stereotype that I buy into. But if I was divorced, I would definitely pay my alimony on time.
Are you sure?
NSA.
I would say like I'm a good mix of I would say Roy and Oscar. That's who I am. I'm that kind of.
I should be Roy because I have an accounting degree.
Wait, you have an accounting degree and you do a podcast?
Well, this is
Look at the shade, Luke.
There aren't a lot of accounting jobs out there that don't want to make you kill yourself.
Guys, let's be honest, they don't really add up.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
All right, Krager, who do you?
I'd say probably Oscar because I am very like laid back.
It's gonna be all the leads.
Well, no, I'm kind of a messy person. I'm just kind of like very laid back, go with the flow. I would be late on alimony, so yeah.
The ladies behind us of Right My Podcast say, "Here, what'd you say? What'd you guys say?"
I said he'd be Gwendolyn.
And then Wendy, do you agree?
I do agree.
Is that there you go?
Is that the one with the Cockney accent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like so my parents came last night, and my mom goes, "Was that his real accent?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "That was really good." My mom's also very gullible.
No, but I've gotten that question a lot. People think that your accent is genuine.
It's good.
It's good. It's not
bad.
It's pretty good.
I haven't had any like accent training or anything. So.
Yeah, you did a great job.
More humble brag.
Yeah.
I haven't had any accent training.
Honestly, it just comes naturally.
All right, Joe. Who do you feel like you are?
pot of light.
I'm gonna say Oscar. Am I right?
No, like everyone else?
Yeah, like, are you gonna like everyone else?
Gwendolyn. No, I'm just yeah, but I mean, I'm not that messy like Oscar. Honestly, it's kind of encompass like a lot of the guys that.
Joe's a complex being. Yeah. Joe's very unique.
A lot of speed, Roy. I mean,
you did what?
Yeah.
A lot of Roy.
You did a lot of Roy.
And you know what? I will say that I'm kind of like Speed too, being the kind of like the smart ass and making little quips. I do.
Would you guys say that in high school before my OCD was really I was just gonna say, would you guys say in high school before my OCD was my defining factor, I was more a Vinny?
Vinny doesn't have OCD.
I feel like I'm just no, because now my OCD defines me. But back in high school, I feel like I was a Vinny where I just was like.
Like that's brick. Vinny's just a brick.
He's nothing else. Honestly, he's thicker than a brick wall.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I was a Vinny in high school because I was like the one who was saying the obvious things all the time. Would you concur? I don't know. You knew me in high school. You two, you don't get the answer. You guys didn't know me in high school. None of you guys get the answer.
He was cooler. He was like me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I just want to say we're all sitting here agreeing that Vinny's stupid. And just like 10 minutes ago, we were saying how we're all exactly like
except for Vinny. No, we're especially Vinny. No, see, this is you got to lean into that because then one day you'll be doing a podcast.
He's not really a driver. See, I say I'm stupid, but I'm the smartest one out of all.
You'll never know what life looks like.
Whatever makes you sleep at night, Sean.
It's Vinny.
Do you have another question? I have one final question.
No, I don't have anything else.
I have a final question. We're going to wrap up this interview here. Who's your favorite teacher at this school?
Dude,
yeah,
that's a hard one.
This is going to get awkward.
There's only one acceptable answer.
Well, what if I don't have your class?
Oh, yeah, I know it. It's Christian Riggs, right? I think mine's Miss Denton.
Hey, honestly, I love all the teachers because they all they all teach their subjects very well. Well, not all of them. But I won't name names. They all,
I think we all know.
2026.
For me, it's Rezo.
Oh yeah.
Like Rezo's my favorite. Like,
but yeah, I love them all equally. Mr. Molador, I feel like, what's it?
Answer a little quicker.
I've had you for 2 years because I had your class last year, and then I did the play last year, and then I did the play this year. So I know you more closely than my other teachers. So I guess you would be my favorite.
Yeah, good answer.
I guess.
That's good enough. Don't quote me on that.
So I haven't had Mr. Molador as a teacher. I've just had him as
great,
director. But I have to say, he has a really good way of being so chill that we kind of he lets us kind of get in character. He wasn't pressing us to say it a certain way, say lines a certain way. He kind of let us figure out what's the best thing, and if something was wrong, if something was bad, he would refine it, he would make it better. But he kind of let us just kind of have a little more control over, I think, our characters than some people would.
Because that's what you want. Is you want your actors to be able to feel that it's their character that they've created. You don't want to make it faster and more actiony. Or what did George Lucas say?
George Lucas says, that was bad, do it better.
Do it better. I want it faster and better. That was my George Lucas accent. Sean Connery. Yes, Sean Connery.
Well, I feel like I've never had you as a teacher, but I don't know, I'm a big WWE fan, and he's one of the only teachers that's a WWE fan. They just did the little.
That's
and when I tried
them two, and Jordan did that.
When I tried out for the play, I actually didn't think that this was for the Crespi play. I thought it was for the Louisville play.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I did. Really? So wait,
Sean Ace's character. So that was a happy accident.
What? Dude, honestly, I was wondering why you kept singing all the time.
Honestly, Sean Ace's character.
Why would I be directing the Louisville?
I don't know, but I thought it was it.
It's not that Sean's dumb. It's just that I think he's oblivious.
Okay.
So no. Sean's just dumb.
You're smart, but
on that note,
I'm going to ask you guys again, who's your favorite teacher on campus?
Mr. O'Brien.
all right, listen. Mr. Rezo may be my favorite teacher, but you're my favorite champ.
Oh!
I think Kraner's my favorite champ.
But acceptable. There's only one champ.
My favorite teacher. I'm just going to say it because it's the only one I can relate to. And Molador is my favorite teacher.
All right, well, this wrecked my podcast. Yes. Thanks for having me. That was great. Have a good one.
Everyone wave your cameras. Thank you for doing this interview with us.
Thank you.
And good night.
Good night. Bye. I love you.
Bye.
I kind of like you.
It's the cat.
Prison Wallace.
Like the cat.
Rezo has hand sanitizer.
No, it's fine.
You don't
So that was the interview. That was an interview. I'm going to be extremely ambiguous because we're obviously peel the curtain back. I'm filming this right after the intro, and I know
we definitely just talked to him. I can't even
we definitely talked to them.
Honestly, I was in tears after that interview with the one dude and the things he said. It was just
when Caden opened up to us about
the things he said were so powerful, moving. And the things he's going through is just
these
dude,
things.
You are
these
the
are
champ,
things.
and I cannot believe how strong you've been through this whole thing. Hey, we are Marshall.
Let me just say.
Joe's gonna say something. He's still drunk, by the way. This isn't after the interview.
Hey, you don't know that. I might still be drunk. But anyways, I'm actually impressed. Because I was going into this not expecting much.
The interview or the play?
The play.
Okay, we're talking about the interview now.
Well, either way. The play, the interview doesn't matter to me. Because I was going into this not expecting very much, but I was very surprised. I found much enjoyment out of this.
Yes.
Hashtag much enjoyment.
Hashtag much enjoyment. I love it. And so, yeah, I agree. The play was amazing. This interview was great. I'm sure, even though I'm saying it as we've done already, I'm sure we're going to have a blast interviewing them. They're great.
I'm insanely proud of everything that my boys did.
As you should be, because they did a great job, to be honest.
Yeah.
They were incredible.
So I'm gonna read some plugs real quick here. If you made it to the end of this episode, I applaud you. You either are one of the students who were on this.
We really need
or
to do a good episode
or
soon.
a super fan. Because, we've had some like either crappy or obscure episodes the past few weeks here, and this is obscure. This was not a crappy episode by any means. This was an obscure one.
You know, we're sorry. Also, you know, and just
hashtag not sorry. So thank you for them being on.
Hashtag Demi.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Thank you, next. Whatever these things are that kids say these days.
Nice Ariana shout out.
Ariana
Paquito.
Ariana sucks.
Ariana Vente.
Whoa.
Cam almost stuck his finger in Joe's mouth.
Ariana is the music for the girl that cheats on her boyfriend and then blames the boyfriend.
Ariana is my queen.
Ariana is a person and she's Paquita.
So you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at WreckMyPodcast. Shoot us an email. There's a bunch of plugs. We do these every week. I'm not even going to waste my time with the plugs this week. Just find us on Twitter and Instagram. Shoot us an email. Subscribe, rate, review, all that fun stuff. I'm going to cut it short here. Thank you, guests. Thank you to all of the boys for being on. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, AJ. She's on here.
she's listening.
Hi.
There she is.
That
was her first and last word of this podcast. So, finally, thank you to our listeners, because without you,
would be three dudes and a drunk guy.
Yeah, we'd be three dudes.
Without
a
you,
drunk guy, and
we'd be a
AJ.
spaghetti and not even linguine.
Not even linguine. Oh!
I like linguine.
Bye, my lady dudes.
Bye, I love you.
Hey,
Bye.
It's complicated on Facebook.
I like you and I love
What
you.
happened to Prison Wallet?
Prison Wallet.
Wreck My Podcast. Wreck My Podcast.
We're gonna have to do it again. Because we're not on mic. Hit the mic button at the top right. Yeah, right there. Okay. No, you can leave it right there. How it is. Hello. Check. 1, 2. Check.
We're good over here.
Hello.
How about water? I don't know what's happening.
No, all right.
Wait, we need another chair for Mr. Felix, the main character, man.
No, I'm fine.
You're good. You're gonna sit.
All right, hold on.
I'm leaving.
All right. All right, guys, quiet. Everyone, be quiet for 1 second again.
Wayne.
Mr. Brock. All right, now we'll wait. I think we're good. Yeah.
No, he's Wayne.
No, dude, it's fine.
So we got everyone here.
No, yes, we do.
Cast is here.
The whole cast is here.
The gang's back together. I'm Vinny.
Hey, this is the first time we're actually at an advantage. I've never, besides the football one.
Yeah.
Actually, the football one was pretty equal.
Yeah.
But no, I got really lucky because Jordan, you happened to unfortunately.
I forgot that you had watched it recently. Actually, I was just trying to think of what to do.
Also, you put the correct answer as D a couple times.
Yeah.
And so I heard the first one, like, I know it's not the first three.
So you just went for D.
Exactly.
Krager likes to go for the D. So
gobble gobble gobble.
You guys ready to? We're gonna film a little intro for our interview with your students.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna do this right now?
Yeah, just a quick one.
Okay.
Are you sure we want to do this with a certain someone?
That's fine.
We're talking about the Odd Couple.
Oh my god.
Intro done.
Oh my god. Oh
all right.
my god.
All right. I'm gonna start this off real quick. All right. Actually, we'll chill for a sec. I'm gonna do an outro real quick on that too, where we'll be like, "That was a thing we just heard."
Yeah.
All right. What? We're gonna do just the outro of the episode now too, after the interview, real quick. So.
Wreck My Podcast.